Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Response to an inquiry or experiment. The process in which part of the output of a system is returned to its input in order to regulate its further output. React verbally. She didn't want to answer. Be sufficient. Be adequate, either in quality or quantity. A few words would answer. A statement that solves a problem or explains how to solve the problem. The answers were in the back of the book. A statement, either spoken or written, that is made to reply to a question or request or criticism or accusation. I waited several days for his answer. Understand the meaning of. The question concerning the meaning of life cannot be answered. A nonverbal reaction. His answer to any problem was to get drunk. Be liable or accountable. She must answer for her actions. Be satisfactory for. Meet the requirements of or serve the purpose of. This may answer her needs. Give a defense or refutation of a charge, or in an argument. The defendant answered to all the charges of the prosecution. Give the correct answer or solution to. Answer a question. Match or correspond. The drawing of the suspect answers to the description the victim gave. React to a stimulus or command. The steering of my new car answers to the slightest touch. Respond to a signal. Answer the door. The principal pleading by the defendant in response to plaintiff's complaint. In criminal law it consists of the defendant's plea of guilty, or not guilty, or nolo contendere. In civil law it must contain denials of all allegations in the plaintiff's complaint that the defendant hopes to controvert, and it can contain affirmative defenses or counterclaims. The speech act of replying to a question. The speech act of continuing a conversational exchange. A bodily process occurring due to the effect of some antecedent stimulus or agent. His responses have slowed with age. The manner in which something is greeted. A statement, either spoken or written, that is made to reply to a question or request or criticism or accusation. A phrase recited or sung by the congregation following a versicle by the priest or minister. A result. This situation developed in response to events in Africa. The manner in which an electrical or mechanical device responds to an input signal or a range of input signals. React verbally. The speech act of continuing a conversational exchange. He growled his reply. A statement, either spoken or written, that is made to reply to a question or request or criticism or accusation. A process existing in or produced by nature, rather than by the intent of human beings. A military engagement. He saw action in Korea. A judicial proceeding brought by one party against another. One party prosecutes another for a wrong done or for protection of a right or for prevention of a wrong. The operating part that transmits power to a mechanism. The piano had a very stiff action. Institute legal proceedings against. File a suit against. She actioned the company for discrimination. Put in effect. He actioned the operation. The state of being active. He is out of action. A process existing in or produced by nature, rather than by the intent of human beings. The action of natural forces. An act by a government body or supranational organization. Recent federal action undermined the segregationist position. Something done, usually as opposed to something said. There were stories of murders and other unnatural actions. The most important or interesting work or activity in a specific area or field. The action is no longer in technology stocks but in municipal bonds. The series of events that form a plot. His novels always have a lot of action. The trait of being active and energetic and forceful. A man of action. An organic process that takes place in the body. Respiratory activity. The state of being active. His sphere of activity. The trait of being active, moving or acting rapidly and energetically. The level of activity declines with age. A process existing in or produced by nature, rather than by the intent of human beings. Volcanic activity. Any specific behavior. They avoided all recreational activity. Chemistry, the capacity of a substance to take part in a chemical reaction. Catalytic activity. A process existing in or produced by nature, rather than by the intent of human beings. Forming again, especially with improvements or removal of defects, renewing and reconstituting. Feedback in phase with, augmenting, the input. Biology, growth anew of lost tissue or destroyed parts or organs. The activity of spiritual or physical renewal. Feedback in phase with, augmenting, the input. Feedback in opposite phase with, decreasing, the input.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.